Now, can I focus on my revision, please? I wasted pretty much all of yesterday, so I need to make up for it.
When did you get so studious?
When I lost the rest of what meant anything to me. I returned to my seat with a cryptic statement. Sayori knows. I know she knows. I shouldn't have said that. It'll just make them worried. Hell, I shouldn't have blown up like that at all. It's not really in my nature to get so worked up. Everything's just gotten so stressful lately. Dealing with people, it's a mess. It makes me tired. So tired. This isn't the club room. Where? Huh? I'm lying in a small hospital-style bed. Looks like the school's infirmary. I look to my side and see the figure of Natsuki curled up and grasping my left hand. She's sleeping soundly on my thigh. It must be comfy, eh? She stirs but doesn't wake. She must have been here a while, and judging by the fact that it's getting pretty dark outside, I think it's safe to say the others have gone home. Although why she's here in particular, best not to think about it. She was probably worried about me.
Oh, you're...
She yawns, cutting herself off.
awake.
But does not move her head from its spot.
That's nice.
Sure is, yeah.
The doc said something about stress. Gotta keep your stress levels down. So she wanted me to ensure that you got home safe.
Wait, she's not here anymore?
No, she went home. She left me the keys to lock up, though.
With you? Why wouldn't she leave?
Why wouldn't she leave them with me? I'm a member of the student council, a prefect, and Chiaki's a vice president, and I've got a perfect record.
You're kidding. I mean, I know you were a prefect. The armband is a dead giveaway, and you're obviously a prefect if you're also a member of the student council, but...
Oh, so that's what the armband was all along.
Because it happened like last year, dude. That's just what happens.
Well, you idiot. How did it slip your mind that she's the same person you saw running for president last year? Not that I pay attention to the politics or anything that goes on around here, but still.
So I'm in charge of locking up and getting you home. But it's so comfortable here.
She closes her eyes once more, nuzzling deeper into my thigh and moving her head longitudinally toward my more sensitive areas. Do you mind?
Mind? No, my Moses, watch me part the seas.
She reaches up with her arms, gently pushing my thighs apart. And we're done here. I pick her up, and she seems to snap out of whatever stupor she was in.
Where am I? Oh no, you're finally awake. I was afraid you were gonna sleep all day. Though to be fair, you just about did.
Yeah, don't you play dumb with me.
Me? Dumb? I'm the smartest in my class.
I frown. Either she's playing me for a fool, or she genuinely has no idea what she just tried to do. Either way, that was very forward. Don't know how I feel about it. I'd had a feeling something like this was going on, but... how do I even begin to broach such a topic? She's the best friend of someone I once held dear. Besides, so far all I've seen of her is not exactly flattering. I don't know what to think now. My thoughts are interrupted by her yawning and standing up.
Come on, let's get you home.
I stand up, following her lead, and make my way out of the infirmary. Natsuki locks the door behind her, and then walks by my side toward the front of the building. So, you're a member of the student council, huh?
Sure am. Handover's in February, I think. So I've only got a couple months left. It actually keeps me busier than you'd think.
What made you want to sign up? She pauses to think for a moment.
I don't know. I think I was just inspired by Sayori.
Sayori's not part of the student council, though.
No, of course not. Though I almost convinced her to run with me last year. I think it was more that I wanted to do a little more for people, like she did for me.
Ah, I see. She has that effect on people, huh? You just want to do better when she's around.
Exactly.
She tucks my sleeve and grins her ear to ear.
That's exactly it. Every time she's around, it's like all of your problems melt away. All that's left is to make everything around you better in some way.
She really is like that. I can't tell you how many times an entire room has been quelled from an argument just because she walked in. Even as a kid, it was crazy how often it happened. I don't know if it was people being polite to protect her innocence, or if it was something else, but every time. She just has that calming effect on people.
She motivates me to do better, to be better, every day. How could I not share that?
I know what you mean. When I lost her, I felt like my motivation left me too. But hey, it actually worked out. She met you, who's been driven to be better because of her, so I'm actually pretty stoked about that.
True, but honestly, rather than getting hung up on what did happen, I think it's better to look forward. Big things are happening in this world, things you and I could hardly imagine. And I don't know about you, but I want to be a part of it.
What, are you gonna go into politics? She bites her lip, thinking to herself.
I hadn't really considered it, but that's not a bad idea. I was actually considering, I don't know, something simpler. It'd be nice to just be able to relax and see what opportunities come my way, you know? Not to not be completely lax, of course, but like...
You want to see what direction the universe pulls you?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could ever be like that. I've always been so driven and stubborn it would be hard to just be dragged towards something. I think I'd miss the signals.
Probably. But hey, at least you'll have someone by your side who can point you in the right direction.
You mean Sayori?
I mean me, dumbass. If you're stuck with Sayori, you're stuck with me.
She gives me a friendly elbow as we reach the end of the building. She turns around and locks it behind her, placing the keys into her pocket. I could see that. You strike me as someone who would really enjoy a quieter life, something I think Sayori's been pining for as long as either of us can remember.
You have no idea. I don't know if I'd ever have the stamina to keep up with you, but I'll give it a go, I reckon.
You're more than welcome to try, at least. I don't know if I'd survive losing Sayori again, to be honest, even if it meant slowing down. Finally, we turn back toward the road and head off, continuing our conversation. To be honest, though, I'm still deciding what I'm going to be doing after school. The old guy who runs the cafe I work at is wanting to retire soon, and I'm pretty sure he's planning on leaving it to me.
Oh, that'll set you up reasonably well, won't it?
Yeah, but it's also a very quiet life for someone like me.
You mean you want to do more?
I want to see more, yeah. To feel more, to know as many of the things there are to be known.
Well, some things are better off just as dreams. Don't throw away the things you have for something elusive.
I nod, thinking to myself for a moment. Yeah, I think you might be right. Still, I'd like to travel, at least a little, even if it isn't out of the country, just to see a new beach or a new town. I haven't had a holiday since I was 12.
That's a long time to keep working for. Not even breaks from work.
I've taken I've taken 1 or 2 sick days a year, but that's been the extent of it. Other than that, I've worked basically non-stop. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy what I do, but without parents to give me any guidance, I cut myself off. I don't want to drag her into my problems.
You don't have parents?
I do, but they're divorced. I haven't seen either of them since I was about 12 or 13, yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up painful memories. If it helps, I lost my mother when I was maybe 5 or 6. I didn't even think I was that old.
Oh, sorry, that must have been hard.
No, not hard, just I was too young to really understand, you know? All I can remember now is the face she had when she tucked me in at night. Even now,
She looks away, and I can't tell what sort of expression she wears, but I can guess it.
I don't think I even remember her face anymore. Promise to not make fun of me?
How could I?
Sometimes when I call Lolo, I don't even think it's her face anymore. It's Sayori's.
I'm so sorry, Natsuki. I reach out to touch her shoulder to comfort her, but she recoils as I do.
No! Wait, I mean...
I back away quickly, not wanting to cause any more distress, but the damage was done.
I'm sorry you had to see me like this. I know it might sound stupid, especially after that, but it's not your fault. I promise it's not.
I know. You don't have to talk about it.
Thank you. And don't tell Sayori, please. I don't want to worry her.
Is that wise?
She'll understand. Besides, she knows better than most. don't want to be a burden, Mel.
You've been nothing of the sort, I promise. We all have struggles, and the more we share the burden, the lighter the load becomes. But I understand the desire to carry it alone. Even Amelia doesn't know what I've been through, and she means the world to me. Natsuki gives me a small smile.
Well, keep her close then, won't you?
Oh, wait, no, not like that.
I know. She's your best friend, right?
Yeah, I have a weird way of showing it, though.
Well, maybe you should change that. Be more of a friend to her. Give her some of the respect she deserves. Hell, go have lunch with her tomorrow. I know you've been blowing her off to hang out with me.
How did you?
Student council. I have my connections.
All right, I'll do just that. She elbows me, giving me a warm smile this time.
Take care, all right? It's late.
No, I'm not too far from here, don't worry.
You live close to Sayori's house?
Yeah, we're neighbors.
Right.
You knew that, right?
Yes, I definitely knew that.
I'll really chuckle along with her. Something tells me from her reaction she hadn't the faintest idea, which means... My dream last night? It must have been just that. Huh. With that weight off of my shoulders, I set off back home.
Now, see, I would have thought she would be like, oh, I can tell it was a dream because the lunch she made would have been made with her ingredients instead of Natsuki's ingredients. She'd have like recognized the ingredients in her lunch.
I stretch my arms to the sky, slipping back into my chair. God, that feels good. I stream for the night over. I take a moment to breathe. The latest game is no joke. That boss had me on the ropes literally the entire fight. Still though, victory for Amelia. My shoulders are wound up tight. Must be the gamer concentration pose getting to me. Maybe I'll get something to eat. Sure, it might be. Christ, 2 a.m. I am gonna have the worst time at school tomorrow. Well, today I guess. The kitchen light is off. Best leave it that way lest I wake someone up. My gamer eyes have long prepared me for this day, of course, so naturally I can see perfectly. I fall flat on my face, tripped up by some unknown object. Who the hell was putting random... Ellen? Ellen tripped me. Wait, rewind. What's she doing sleeping on the floor? I get to my feet and gently poke her. Yup, she's fast asleep. A few prods later and she starts to stir. Come on, I'm not having you here. Or not leaving you here. You're too big for me to carry you back to your room these days. Huh. Wakey, wakey, doofus. My voice is little more than a whisper, but in the silent room it feels louder than thunder.
Morning. Why am I on the floor?
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Oh, right.
She rockets to a sitting position and nods to herself.
I was waiting for you to finish streaming and come out for your snack, but you didn't. I waited so long.
If it was urgent, you could have just knocked.
No, I can't disturb you.
Come on, dude, it's not that big a deal. She doesn't meet my gaze. What is it? I lean on the wall, patiently waiting for her to find the words she's looking for.
I don't want you to hate me, Amelia.
Oh, there is nothing you could do that would make me hate you. Even still, she doesn't look me in the eye.
There is.
You didn't sleep with him, did you?
No. We've hardly kissed.
I hold up my hand, indicating for her to lower her voice. She takes a moment to compose herself, then continues.
It's hard. I don't want you to hate me. But all I seem to be able to do is... with the asking about stuff, I know you want to keep it to yourself, and that you don't want to talk about it, but I don't know how to help, or if I even can. And I keep getting this awful feeling that I'm constantly making it worse.
Helen, that's your life. I won't stop you from doing something that makes you happy. Besides, we all have lessons to learn. You're my sister, and I want to look out for you, but I can't stop you from taking life into your own hands. She turns towards the wall and thumps her head on it, breathing a heavy sigh.
It's not. I don't want you to be upset.
That's the third time you've said that, Elle. I know, trust me.
So, why do I feel like I made you mad every time I do anything?
Not mad. Maybe a little disappointed, but I've never really been mad at you. Maybe when we were younger, but not recently. Kaito's a bad influence and an awful person, but I won't step in unless he's hurting you.
Why does this all feel like I'm the bad guy here?
Well, you are breaking the unwritten rule.
She turns
her head sideways to glance up at me. You're dating my ex. It feels pretty gross just thinking about it.
You ever just want to know what it's like inside someone else's head?
All the time. Why?
I want to know what you're thinking. I want to know why you are the way you are.
Please tell me that's not the reason you're dating him.
No, well, not really. After you two, you left me. We were...
Oh.
No, don't you owe me after all that, please. Don't just dismiss me again. 5 years I waited for you to talk to me like your sister, like the way we were. We were so close, I could rely on you for everything. But after him, you shut me out. You decided I wasn't worth thinking about or talking to. I tried so hard for so long to get you to open up to me again. I don't even know who you are anymore. You won't show anything to me, won't rely on me, won't trust me.
I know.
So why? You're my whole world, Mills. Why do you shut me out of it?
For a long time, I don't have an answer for her. For a long time, we simply stand there at odds.